Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought we'd start with a game that just recently came out. It's called A Chef's Life, a Restaurant Simulator. I've been playing it on stream over on Twitch as well as off stream, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I figured, we need to have something more fun on the channel, some more options. So I figured we're gonna do it. I did turn the music off due to copyright issues, so there shouldn't be any issues with that. So there is a music in the background that is not the music that goes with this game. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first we're going to create our chef. I've gone through all this stuff. This is, you give her a little muscle because, make her a little, give her a little bit of weight. I'm really liking, we'll just go through the hairstyles. So we can do that. We can go there. That's kind of neat if I was playing a male chef. But that could be cool too. It's just for female. This is the hair color or the hairstyle I really like. So that's the one I might choose. But I'm just going to show you these. And at this point, I'm not too far into the game, so it's not going to be a lot. So we can go that body, or this body. I went with this body, and we're going to go ahead and go with this hair and this color. So we need to make sure her eyebrows work. We don't have a beard, we don't have a mustache. We're going to go with the eyebrow, and you can look at all this stuff when you're playing the game if you want. It's real easy. So I do have like a bluish green eye, so they're like hazel, but they're more blue. So I'm gonna go blue on this. We're gonna give her just a little bit of makeup, not a lot, but I mean, we need to look our best when we're at, cooking. Oh, let's go back. I may have missed something. I did. So we have her hair. I like this one. I'm not entirely sure. That's kind of nice. I like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with that. No. I kind of want to contrast eyes. That's kind of just basic. I mean, I don't mind that. We can go with that. And then the pants, there's differences. There's like this one, there's like this little cuff, kind of like there's that little cuff there. And that's all that is. We're just gonna go with the basic, I think. And then apron, I gotta love the apron. I like that. Let's do that. I do like that. And then I like these shoes. And I'm just going to leave them like that. I think that's perfect. And if you wanted a hat, I don't want a hat. There's also tattoos for your left and right arms. And then there's a logo that you can have on the front or the back. And you can change the color of those as well down here. So let's go ahead and confirm. Our name is Jess. So we're going to go ahead and go there. Identify as, as she, her. So we're going to start. So this is what our chef outfit looks like. I think it looks cute. I like the colors. I'm really excited. I do have the DLC, so if you do buy the DLC, you do unlock the Bon Appetit. I will not be using that. I just got the DLC for the extra dishes. So you can play this keyboard, mouse, or not just Xbox controller, but a controller. This is available as of today on Steam, and it is for pre-order for the PS5, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. And I'm assuming as well for the Xbox. Don't quote me on the Xbox one, but for a release of March 27th, 2023. So, this is Kasim. Look at you. Your new uniform fits perfectly. It's as if it were made for you. As for the kitchen, I installed all the workstations. Everything is up and running. Which means it's time to get back to cooking. We only have 3 days until the grand opening. Oh, and I left you a little gift to help you back up and running, or to help get you back up and running. Hope you like it. Okay, so it says we have our objectives up on the left side, so we need to open the recipe book. All the recipes you have learned are shown here along with the steps to make them. Select beef and potatoes to open the page for this particular recipe. Okay, we're going to open that. This page shows all the ingredients needed, as well as the workstations required to complete the recipe. A recipe is divided into steps. Follow them in the correct order to learn how to cook the dish. Okay. So you can store this when it's prepped in the refrigerator. Okay. Fries, you chop them up and then deep fryer, makes sense. You cut up shallots, chopped shallots, yeah. Set of beef steak. You can prepare this dish beforehand and keep it in the refrigerator. Cooking range, frying pan. Beef steak, chopped shallots, steak and shallots. You can pin a recipe to get helpful reminders when working in the kitchen. Okay, we're going to pin that. Alright, it's simple enough right now. Okay. Do you remember that recipe? It was the first one we learned in culinary school. I thought it'd be the perfect dish to open our new kitchen. I stocked the shelves with all the ingredients we need, so you can get started right away. Alright, so it says take the ingredients from the shelves. All the recipes you have pinned from the recipe book are shown at the top right of your screen. Start by looking at the list of ingredients to take them from your shelf. This is the first step of any recipe. Okay. You can do it like this. You can also put them back, or you can press space bar, or I believe it's A on the Xbox controller to get everything you need for that. So let's take the side of beef from the cold shelf. So we get that. Cut the beef steak and take it here. Okay, you're at a workstation. Try that again. You're at a workstations. These stations are where you perform all the different steps for your recipes. This is the wooden chopping block. You can use it to prepare larger and heavier ingredients. With the top bar, you can choose how to prep. For now, you only know one way to prepare this ingredient. When you're ready, start cutting. Okay, so we're going to press F. And then you can press the arrow keys, or you can use the SWAT on this. And I use the SAWT just because it's a little more convenient for me. Okay, cut the chopped shallots and french fries. So we're going to put the shallots and potato there. Press F. F. And chop those. Press F again and chop that. Okay, we're going to take that. Just take the frying pan from the cookware. Okay, frying pan. Okay, cook the steak with shallots. So we're going to see. Cooking range, or workstation. When you're at a workstation, you can access all the recipes you have unlocked. For now, you can only prepare cooked steak. Getting ingredients ready. To start cooking, make sure to put all the ingredients you need for the recipe in your inventory. Place ingredients down one by one, or use place all to put them down all at once. Once all the ingredients are ready, you can start. Okay. So we're going to press space bar because we are on keyboard and mouse. We're going to press start. While cooking on the range, various actions can be performed depending on the recipe. With heat strength, you can slow down or speed up the cooking, so you can adjust it to suit your needs. Use turn on to help the current, or use turn on to stop the current cooking. Be careful, food left too long on turned off range will be ruined. Okay. So this is where we can... Oh, you have to use the arrows for this part. That cooks faster. We'll just leave it on medium for now. Use flip to flip the food. Okay. You can check the level of doneness on each side of the food here. So we're going to press 4. Give it a little swirly swirl with the mouse. As you can see, that was the other side. Now we're cooking this side right here. Okay. And press tab. Okay, cook the French fries. Oh, we gotta turn the power on. And wait for the oil to heat up before using it. Okay. So here it is down here. Okay, it looks like it's good. We're going to press that and cook in progress. You can't change the heat level here, which makes sense because it's a deep fryer, not a stove. I'm going to take those. Okay, assemble the dish, steak with shallots, homemade fries, or homemade French fries. Come over here. We're going to place all, and we're going to assemble. This is the technical execution grade. It represents how well the dish was executed. Follow each step of the recipe exactly to achieve the best possible grade. For example, flip the meat so that it's cooked on both sides to improve your technical execution grade. This grade represents the quality of the ingredients used, rated from 1 to 4 stars. Produced quality depends on the supplier it was bought from. I'm going to take... Alright, talk to your sissy Kasim. It seems you're already getting the hang of working in a kitchen again. But I think the recipe is missing a little something. I added some notes to the recipe book. Take a look. Okay, so we're going to go back to the recipe book. Alright. Cooking tips, grading criteria. The recipe book has been updated. You can now find cooking tips, grading criteria. There are several criteria that affect your grade. 1. Respecting cooking timers and adding ingredients at the right cooking phases. 2. Adding the correct spices. 3. Performing chef actions. Example, flip the meat. Improving your cooking skills. Follow the cooking tips to get a better technical execution grade. The higher the grade, the better the dishes are. Okay, so we're going to scroll down. Alright, this is where we're looking at. So it says cooking details. Here's the start. That's where we put that in, and then we put the shallots in doing there. Okay. Spices, so it looks like salt and pepper. Cooking tips, remember to flip the food, and bonus possible, perfectly seasoned. Okay. Pick up the dirty frying pan. It says wash it, cookware so you can use it again. And then place it back there. Okay. Now cut the chopped shallots and cut the beef steak. So we're doing this all over again. Okay. We have to cut those. It didn't say the potatoes, but we're gonna have to do that in because you have to cook fries to be a part. Don't forget to grab the spices before you start cooking. This will save you from running back and forth. Okay. So take the salt from the spice rack, which is over here. Okay, and cook the perfect steak with shallots. Okay, cooking phases. Cooking on the range is divided into cooking phases. Start, first, second. So this is the start, this is the first, this is the second. Every ingredients and phases. Every ingredient cooks at its own pace. The recipe shows at which pace the ingredients should be added to be cooked perfectly. Starting to cook. All ingredients shown at the S start phase are required to start cooking, adding ingredients at the right time. The remaining ingredients should be added during their respective cooking phases to achieve a better technical grade. You can enable the recipe reminders option in preferences to have these indicators visible while using the range, available at the end of the tutorial. Okay, so we need the steak. That's all we need at the start, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cook. Okay. It's time. Add the shallots. See how it has the 1? We're gonna add the shallots. So that would go into phase 1. Okay, it's time to add spices to your dish. Open the spice inventory with the season. The spices you have used so far are shown here. Each dose contributes to seasoning the dish. Where's our heart? Okay, so we want to press 1 or right there. Okay, so once the dish has been seasoned, you can use your chef sense to find the right balance of flavors. Follow the directions to season the dish properly. If there's only a little bit of spice missing, add a single dose. Be careful, a dose of seasoning added to a meal can't be removed. Okay. Adjust the season until you hit the perfect balance. Finding the perfect balance takes time, but will be appreciated by your customers. Okay, so we're going to hit that chef sense. Missing a lot of salt and not enough black pepper. So I'm going to do 2 hits of salt because it said a lot of salt, and just 1 for black pepper. See what that does. Okay, that's a perfect blend. And we gotta flip it. Can't forget to flip. Okay. And I'm just gonna let it cook at the recommended or the default heats right now. I'm gonna take, and then it says, wow, what happened here? Did you forget how to cook this dish? Did I? Don't worry, just try again. First, make sure you add the shallots at the rate. I could have swore I added the shallots. Then keep an eye on the meat. Make sure it's properly cooked on both sides. Maybe that's what I didn't do. And lastly, don't forget the spices. They help bring all the flavors. That's probably what I didn't do. So I'm going to redo that real quick, and I'm just going to skip. Or actually, because this is a tutorial, we're just going to do it again. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We need to, I don't have to cook the meat again, so that's nice. Maybe I didn't make sure the other side was, maybe that's what it is. I didn't make sure the other side was cooked all the way. So we're going to try this again. And I'm going to bring you with me just because in case this happens to you, you'll know, you learn from a mistake. I was just going to fast forward through it during editing, but I think we're just going to do it this way. Okay, so shallots are added during this phase, so we have that. And generally, I do season. In the other game, I have seasoned, but I'm just going to make sure that we get this perfect. Okay, we're going to season. We're going to do salt and pepper. Press 1. It's missing a lot of black pepper, so a lot, so we're going to do 2 hits. And that should be perfect. Okay, and then we're going to flip. And then I guess we need to make sure that this side is cooked all the way before we take it off of the heat and out of the pan. I think that might have been where my execution lacked on the last one. Okay, so we can take it now. All right, prepare what you need. That, I bet you that's what it was. We're gonna put our fries in and let that go. Okay, those are done. So we're gonna go and plate that up and see how that goes. Hopefully that was perfect execution. If not, that's okay. Okay, finished. The food you cook should be arranged on the plate in an appetizing way. Customize your dish to your liking. You can change the look of your plating from this screen. Okay, I don't like to do this. This is not for me. We'll do it for tutorial sake because we have to, but this is not my forte. This is the plating editor. This is where you can customize the appearance of your dishes. Plating is done in a series of steps. To confirm a step, use next step and go to the next step. First, start by choosing a plate. You can also place mini dishes, which add extra volume to the plating and can hold sauces. Then place the dish components to create your plating. A minimum quantity of each component is required before you can proceed to the next step. The final step is to add decorative touches and add your creativity to the dish. See, I just like to cook the dishes. I don't like to plate them. So, if you like to, do that, this is right up your alley. So, these are different plates. We'll try that one. So we're gonna go to next step, I guess. So this is not letting me add this. Let's go previous step and maybe a different plate. Okay, so that's what it is. So we have this, we have that, we have all these different colors. We're gonna go with white just for contrast. Okay. Actually, let me try something. That's kind of cute. Ooh. See, you can do so much. We're gonna go with this one, I think. Okay, so next step is the steak. We can have it open like that and have it go like that. Let's do that a little bit. Is that better? Okay. And you can choose the different fries. We're gonna put the fries like right here. And there's a minimum fries, so we have to do that many fries. We can do more. Again, I'm not doing this. So, and then our shallots can be different. Okay, and then our sauces. Oh, sauce. We're gonna pour. I just think that'd be because you can pour it into. Okay. And next step, so press F. And then this is kind of neat. I mean, this isn't for me, but there. Okay, and then F, save the plating. You can create multiple plating layouts for the same dish. This is where you choose which one to use for service. Feel free to take a photo of your dish. Okay, sure. There's our photo. I'm not impressed. My mom would not be either. She might go, yay, but yeah. And then use this plating. I'm going to delete this because I do not like it. I like the way, I think that is perfect. How it's on there, I think that's perfect. I really do. So, but you can play with it as all the dishes. There might be a challenge in the future because there are challenges and kind of like a story mode with this game, which is something I really enjoy. And that's one of the reasons why I thought this would be a really cool game to have on the channel. So we're going to take that. Okay. Talk to your associate Kasim. You're done with the dish? It smells amazing. You obviously haven't lost your cooking skills. Well, that's not what you said like 5 minutes ago there, Kasim, when, I didn't do it right. I took the meat off a little early, a little premature on the execution of that dish. What do you think? Are you happy with it, or would you rather keep working on it or on the recipe? I'm happy with it. Great, I must say, it's fantastic to see you working in the kitchen again. It's getting late though. We should go home. We have a big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. So this is just, different showings of what's coming. It says open coming soon. Talk to your associate Kasim. The dining room is ready. I've set up all the furniture. And since our grand opening is in 2 days, it's the perfect time to brush up on the basics before the big day. Hello, anybody here? Max, so you're the one who's opening the new restaurants. I'm Max. Welcome to our city. That's my puppy dog's name is Max. We'll see each other a lot, I'm sure. I do the deliveries for all the produce suppliers around here. I also take the orders, so we'll be talking often too. I'm looking forward to it, but before I go, I've got some leftover stock from a previous delivery, so I thought I'd just leave it with you. But not a word to my boss, okay? Sure. Consider it a gift. I'll leave you my number. Good luck with everything. I'll see you around. Thanks, Max. So nice of you, Kasim. Wait, the delivery girl gave us free produce? That's amazing. We'll have to thank her somehow. Take a look at the research table. See if those ingredients can be used in any other new recipes. I'm adding words here. Okay. New contact, Max. You have met Max, who is in charge of deliveries for your restaurant. She will sometimes drop by to let you know about discount offered by your suppliers. Okay. Learn the recipe for Capri and basil, and learn the recipe for sole, manure, and green beans. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I apologize. I don't know French very well. Learning recipes. Research table. Use the research table to learn new recipes. Knowledge points. By spending KP, knowledge points, you can unlock brand new recipes. These points are earned each time you cook a dish. Keep in mind that the higher the grade you receive for these dishes, the more knowledge points you earn. Okay? Recipe levels. The recipes are categorized by level, from basic meals to sophisticated dishes. The more sophisticated recipes will become available as you level up. They are more complicated to make, but allow you to earn more money. The recipes you already own can also be developed into higher level dishes. If you prepare a dish enough times, you can unlock the ability to improve its level. Use the recipe book to unlock. Okay. So we need to unlock this. So what I did was just because it took me forever, is I just hover over this with my mouse and I press the space bar to learn it. You have unlocked the recipe for Capri and basil. You need to make it at least once before you can add it to your menu. Yes, you have to make each recipe that you unlock before you can add it to your menu, because you need to make sure that you know how to make it before you offer it as, you know, a dish on your menu, which makes perfect sense. So new ingredients unlocked. These ingredients are now available on your shelves. New cookware unlocked. They are now available on your respective shelves. Okay? And then we're going to just hover over this and we're going to press spacebar and hold it down. You have unlocked the recipe for the sole manure and green beans. You have to make it at least once before you can add it to your menu. Again, I'm going to be butchering a lot of these names and I apologize in advance. I am not a professional chef, nor do I claim to be. I just like to game. New ingredients unlocked. These ingredients are now available on your shelves. New cookware unlocked. They are now available on your respective shelves. Okay, so we unlocked those. So now we need to pin. Okay, so you can press Control or mouse, or, you know, hover over it and press it with your mouse. Okay, we need to pin that, and we need to pin that. I think that's all we have to do for now. So we're going to tab out to quit. So we're going to make a brand new dish. So as you can see, it's not going to let me show with a mouse, but on the top right side is the Capri and basil, and it has ingredients. So you can press the arrow sideways to go through the steps. And if you want to go to the other recipe, you just press down and it brings up the fish one. So I just wanted to show that. So we're starting with step 1, which step 1 is get ingredients out of the shelf. I just press spacebar to take out all that I need for that recipe. So I have everything, I believe. So it says make balsamic cream. Okay, you can prepare this dish beforehand and keep it in the refrigerator. Amazing. So we're gonna get this and we're gonna put it on the stove, and we're going to add and press start. Okay, it looks like we have to stir. I'm gonna see if it brings up that. Yep, there it says some foods can stick to the pan, so make sure to stir occasionally to prevent it from happening. So press 3 or just click your mouse over that. And this is like, you'd never wanted it to fill up to the top. I've gotten it pretty close on a couple of recipes, just so it, I mean, that's okay, but just want to stir it often as you can or think about it. Stir again, just because right now we really can't do anything else. But you can leave this during gameplay and do something else, but you always want to make sure you come back to check on it to make sure that it's not too high, because if it does get ruined, you cannot serve it. You'll have to start from scratch. Okay, it's almost done. We're going to take that, and I'm going to go ahead and wash this. You don't have to, but I like to keep things a little clean as much as possible, especially if I have. So next step, you tomato slices and sliced mozzarella. So we're going to put the mozzarella and this tomato. So it looks like this is pinned, so we're going to start that, slice that. We're going to slice that. Okay. And then combine it there. You know, I don't know. Is there let's look at this recipe real quick. Okay, so... Okay, it does take a spice, so we need some salt. I'm going to grab pepper just in case. And we're going to go to this mixing station, and we're going to do this. It says you can select the recipe you want to make directly from the workstation. The list of available recipe changes depending on the ingredients in your inventory. Okay, so we have everything for that. We're going to start. And then I'm going to go ahead and see what we need. It's not enough salt, so we're just going to go 1. Because it didn't say that it's missing a lot, so it just said not enough. Alright, that's perfect. And then we're going to continue. Just hold the perspective keys, and there we go. Alright, we got it. And now we need to serve it, I believe. Yep, we're going to do it at the serving station. I think that's what this is. Plating station, my bad. And it has this, is it a basil leaf, I assume? To plate. And again, I personally do the default, so I'm not going to be doing the plating. But if that's how you want to play your game, by all means, enjoy. Congratulations, you have learned the recipe for Capri and basil. You can now add it to your menu. You can also plate the dish from your recipe book. I'm good, thanks. Okay, so now we're going to the next dish. So let's go ahead and get what we need from there. And it says fish, and this looks like this is the fish one, so we're going to plate that. Okay, so we take this, we take it here, and we're going to cut it first, just like it says. Alright, there's our little fish fillet. What's the next step? Go to the mixing station. Okay, it looks like it takes the flour in that. Okay, I'm gonna start that. Press down. It's one of the easiest dishes to prepare, in my opinion. Okay, now we're gonna do green beans. So we come here, we get our pot. Looks like we have to add water. Okay, so we need green beans. It does say we can use seasoning, so you can do this really, unless it tells you to do it at a specific, so I'm missing a lot of salt, so we're going to do 2 hits. That's perfect. Okay. We're gonna let that cook there. And this is like where you could do other things. Like if I had fries, or I had to cut the mozzarella and tomato for another dish, or excuse me, or whatnot. This is the time I would be doing that. Or if I had another stove cooking range, I would start the fish. But I don't. So we're just gonna make do with what we have. And then the next step is, okay, next step is the fish. And then we plate it. And it says 4 on there. That means that it makes 4 green beans. So you can have 4 different fish places where you have to make more green beans, which is really nice. Okay, we need this. I did not go to that step, but that is the next step. So, some foods cook better if the cookware or cooking medium is already hot. They are listed in the recipe book as preheated pan and boiling water. So preheated pan, boiling water. I'm assuming that's like a oven thing. To preheat cookware, place it on the range and turn on the heat. An indicator appears when it's hot enough. Once the cookware has preheated, you can add the ingredients. Okay. So, I'm just going to do that. We're going to turn it on, but we're not going to put the food in yet. The indicator's right here. Okay, now we can put it in. And it looks like we add the butter during step 1. So you just clicked on the butter, whatever it is, and do that. And now this is an indicator showing that, you know, it's getting cold. If it's red, it means it's hot. If it's blue, it's cold. And you can put the food on the warmers, which we will unlock here soon. But as for now, that is not an option. So we're just waiting for this to cook. We'll just fast forward a little bit. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take our food, and now it says, okay, are we doing this? I'm not sure why that says that, but that's okay. I don't know. Okay, and then now we're going to plate up this and this, and we'll send it. We might get a lower execution grade because the beans were cold, but that's not our fault because we had no other option. Oh, we got an A. I don't like to serve cold food, so don't worry about that. You do your restaurant how you want to do it. Okay, talk to Kasim. I finished setting up the storeroom. We can order our produce starting tomorrow. I saw what you did with those 2 new dishes. They look delicious. Why, thank you. Do you want to keep working on them, or do you want to try something else? I think we're good, Kasim. I think we're going to try something else. Let's move on. It's great to see you so enthusiastic. By the way, I invited Max, the delivery girl, to eat here tomorrow night. It's a chance for us to thank her for the extra produce, and we can have a practice service, you in the kitchen and me in the dining room. I think we've done all we can do for today. We deserve a rest. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Someone wants to talk to you. Talk to your associate, Kasim. I just installed this blackboard. Doesn't it look great? That's where we'll write down the dishes our customers can order. So, what's on the menu for tonight? Come and find me in the storeroom once you've decided. Alright, so here's a blackboard. You choose the dishes for your eating service from the blackboard. Okay. Based on the dishes you select, your menu evolves and may start to specialize in certain cuisine. As you level up, your dishes will become more sophisticated. Putting these more advanced dishes on the menu will raise the prestige of your restaurant. The dishes on the menu will determine the ingredients you need for this evening's service. Okay, so daily special. Let's make our fish the daily special, and we'll add create, and then I think I like that. We're gonna go with that. Okay, now we have to go to the storeroom. Welcome to the storeroom. This is where you place orders for produce and ingredients. Everything stays in the fridges here until we place. There we go. Until we place them on the kitchen shelves. I'll let you take a look around, but don't forget to put in an order. We can't cook without ingredients. That is so very true. Okay, so this is the storeroom. It has.
What do you need for the daily service?
Okay, this is the market. You can order fresh produce from the suppliers here. Each tile represents a different supplier. Look at what they offer and add the produce you want to your cart. So we don't have to order everything from the same supplier if we don't want. You can check the ingredients you need for the evening services here. Your needs will vary depending on what dishes are on the menu. Make sure you have all the produce you need in your cart before placing your order. So it looks like we need 4 of this, 3 of that, 2 and 3. Okay. Let's see. We have basic, $2. I must just say dollars. International. There's an arrow down. Basic, international down 25% if over 5 units. So we want to keep an eye on that. We get our arrow down, but if we get discounts and stuff, I mean, keep an eye. And this is $4. So let's do. I'm gonna do, since we're starting off, I'm gonna do basic right here. Okay, so we can order 4, 3, 2, and 3. And remember, you select the produce needed for this evening service. You can place your order once you have checked your invoice. From your invoice, you can check the details of your order. Note that your responsibility might be affected by the origin produce you buy. That is true. So this is taking our responsibility down. I'm going to do that just for this so you can see what happens, but that's generally not something you want to do. And don't forget to place your order and leave in the market. Okay. So you really don't want your responsibility to go down, as it will say here in a few. It helps your the responsibility, like, motivates your team and everything. But so if I was just doing this on a regular day, I might order, say, 4 and 2 there, and then I'd probably come down here to local and everything and do the rest to kind of even balance it out. But you can play your game however you want. That's what I would do.
Suppliers and then deliver to you.
Great, the delivery is on its way. In the meantime, you can put the finishing touches to the dining room. Okay. So enter design mode. So there's a design mode right here. So we're going to enter that. To go into design mode, use one of the renovation stations inside your restaurant. You have 2. One next to the storeroom door and the other next to your office. In design mode, you can move each workstations. You can also add new ones if you own them. You can have more than one of the same workstation. Interact with the workstations while in design mode to open the catalog and choose which station you want in that location. For a kitchen layout to be valid, you need at least one of each workstation required for that day's menu. So in other words, you can't cook something if you don't have, a workstation or something that you need for that recipe. That makes complete sense. Okay, so add a second cooking range to your station. So I'm going to put the second cooking range right here and just click that and tab out, and there we have 2 cooking ranges. Decorate the restaurant, go to the dining room. I read that a little backwards, but hey. You can now customize your dining room by interacting with the furniture you want to change. Some decor has a theme, like bistro or trattoria. Again, probably butchered that. Having multiple pieces of furniture of the same theme will create a certain mood for the room. You also have access to a catalog for the kitchen and the dining room. Use the money you earn during services to buy new items. You can then customize the restaurant to suit your style. I like that because you can change the restaurant if that's what you want and make it however you want it. You can change the flooring, the walls, the tables, everything. So, I think the last one I did this. I put that there. I really like that. I like that. And so let's talk to Max, the delivery girl. Okay. Here's your first delivery. I've already put everything in your fridges, so no need to worry about that. By the way, produce will drop in quality if you leave it in the storeroom too long, so watch out for that. And they also have an expiration date. Keep that in mind because you want to serve fresh dishes to your customers. Absolutely. Oh, and I got Kasim's message. Thanks for the invite. See you soon. Okay, so it says go to the stock market management table to check your stock. Okay, so we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, and we have 3. It says customer multiplier times 1. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but you know, we'll be fine. Okay, then we pick up the crate, and then we load. I press E and hold down. I prioritize expiration dates because we don't want to leave anything on the shelves that's going to expire. We need to do as much cost effect as possible. I did not want to do that. I just want to do that. And then collect the produce and deliver to the stock of the shelves. We're stocking the shelves. That looks so cool. I love the animations on this. It has our menu. Do you remember what our cooking instructor used to say? Always preparing in advance is key to success. With the new delivery, you can start preparing for this evening. Practice service. Max and I will act like regular customers, so make sure you've prepared some things in advance, just like any other day. Okay, it says tomatoes. We got tomatoes. We want mozzarella, chopped shallots, and french fries, so we also have that and shallots. And then we need the mozzarella from here. And then we're going to need flour for our flora. Okay, let's just start basics. We're just going to chop our fish. So satisfying. I'm not sure why, but I find it satisfying. So we cut the tomato. We can only do 3 at a time, so let's just do that. French fries. Shallots. And then we need to cut the mozzarella still. Okay, we have that. And then we need to prepare the fish. We need that. Oh, I grabbed sugar instead of flour. My bad. Just kidding. Flour. That would have been weird. I'm glad they stopped you on that, but okay. This sorts the sliced mozzarella and everything in here. Alright, cook the green beans in the cooking range. And another, oh, I just need to go right here. And we need seasoning. I'm also going to put beef in there, so that's ready. It doesn't say to, but I'm going to do it. While the beans are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and season this so it's done. We know at least 1 salt. Perfect. Okay, and I'm going to grab the beef. Oh, it won't let me do it. Darn it. But in this time, I would generally grab the beef to do that. But I guess we can do that, because that can be stored in the refrigerator as well. Now, like I said, I'm not that far ahead in the game, so a lot of this stuff I know, but a lot of it we will be learning together. You'll be watching me learn and fail, I'm sure. So I really hope you guys enjoy this series I'm doing on this. Some changes, which is going to make uploading a lot easier, is we are getting fiber optic internet this coming week, so it's going to be a lot easier for me to not just only edit, take, because it's telling me to take, and this is where it says place on the warmer, so you just put it right there. But as I was saying, it'll be easier and a lot more time conductive with me being a business owner and everything to upload the videos and get them out on a more scheduled time. So I am going to be looking at doing that a lot more often and playing some other games on here as well. So, okay, we're going to talk to Kasim. You're doing great. We'll be able to have Max come for the service. You can go in the kitchen. I'll welcome her and take her order. Okay, so your service just started. Customers' orders are usually taken by your servers, but as this is only a practice service, Kasim and Max will give their orders directly. Once the tables have made their choice, their orders are shown at the top of your screen. To help you, the recipes for all the dishes on the menu are automatically pinned when your service begins. Don't forget that you can still use all the food you previously stored on the warmer into the refrigerator. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this beef chopped up because I know that's one of the dishes. Because its table has placed an order. Try and serve the dish as fast as possible. The table left waiting too long will become impatient, and you will lose points for your service. On the other hand, you earn extra points for serving the table quickly. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. We need to get a pan. And I do know for the fish you need to have that. And then we also have to do the sauce. So we need oil and butter. And then we're going to need sugar in that. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this as well. So for this, we're just going to do that. And for this, remember, we're going to have to stir that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And we'll put that in the fridge. We have to add the butter in as the second step. Let's go ahead and check this and stir it. We can't do the mozzarella or anything and tomato slices until we have that. So right now we're going to go ahead and put that in there. We can go ahead and make the fries and put that on the warmer. Let's turn that on. Because we want to do it quickly, so it makes sense to me to do that. And that's good. This should be time. Let's go ahead and put those in there. Fries. I know we're going to need basil for that, so let's stir this again. And then we need green beans. We're going to put that on there. And we're going to go ahead and serve this up. We're going to serve it. We're going to season it with salt. Oh, I did it. So whatever reason I don't have salt on this. You always want to get salt. I forgot. This icon indicates how the customer wants their meat cooked. You may need to cook the meat for a longer or shorter time to serve it as requested. Okay, so they want it medium rare. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's finish this. That's perfect. We'll go ahead and finish this, and then we'll start the meat. Okay. Then we'll have to grab the shallots. And we're going to have to grab the salt and pepper. And then we need to go over here. Oh, yep, we almost forgot the shallots. Let's go ahead and season. See what that says. Not enough black pepper. Perfect. Okay. And it's almost time to flip. And they want it medium. Well, actually, they want it rare. So we need to make sure that we get it off when it's rare. Let me show you. So that's not going to show you. So the first indicator, like the start, that's the time that you can get it when it's rare. So that is rare, and that's what you want to do. And you want to move over to the right plate and then plate it. So medium would be like the first phase indicator, and then well, which is 3, would be in the last phase indicator. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. I don't know. Alright, and then when she like does that yawn, she does that with her shoulder, that means the service is done for the day. Alright, so this is what we got. We got a new customer, regulars. Okay, we got some experience. And this is where you can go more. So excellently prepared, good quality ingredients. This is excellently prepared, good quality ingredients. So 20 out of 20. Not sure why we had a 5. Makes a little not really any sense. And then we had 100. It was excellently prepared, good quality of ingredients. So that is our day. Thanks for the mail. It was simple food, but it really hit the spot. You'll have clients lining up around the block for sure. For our practice service, it went really well. It gives me a lot of confidence for the grand opening. Now that our guests have gone, it's time to clean up the kitchen. It's the evening ritual. I still have a couple of things to take care of before we open, so I'll leave you to it. Well, tomorrow is the big day. I'll meet you here at noon. Get some rest in the meantime. Good night. Okay. Once the service is over, you can go directly to the next day. Alright, so I'm going to leave you at that. Our next episode will be the grand opening. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Anything else I can think of? Not that I can think of. If you like the videos, give it a thumbs up. Make comments, let me know what you guys think. If you have not subscribed already, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Share the video, like the video. These will all help me grow the channel as well. And also click that notification button to be notified when new uploads are uploaded. And like I said, we will try and work a schedule out to where we have something, at least 1 or 2 videos coming up every week. But we'll see how things go. So until next time, guys, take care.